Are you a griefer on a budget? Well, have I found a deck for you? Welcome back, fellow griefers, for another TGIF video. Today we are helping out those griefers on a budget, or griefers who are just starting out with a Deathcloud budget green-black deck. So we're going to start off with the lands. We are playing 21, 4 Blooming Marsh, 10 Forest, 4 Overgrown Tomb, 3 Swamp. For our 1-drops, we have 2 Unearth, 4 Arbor Elf, 4 Utopia Sprawl. 2-drops, we just have 4 Sakura Tribe Elders. 3-drops, we have 3 Rain of Tears, 1 Courser of Krufix, and 4 Kitchen Finks. I thought 4 River of Tears, I might have said 3. Anyway, 4 Garruk Wild Speakers, 4 Moonwald Acid Moss, and 2 Vraska Golgari Queens as our 4-drops. 2 Obnixilis Reignited as our 5-drops, and then 4 Deathclouds as our top end. So really what we want to do with this deck is to accelerate and then play Deathcloud, eliminate our opponent's lands, leaving us with like a hopefully a Garruk, a Vraska, or an Obnixilis on the board. Or if we have to Kitchen Sphinx to persist and then just beat them down that way, that's also an option. Playtest this deck a little bit, obviously, before and fine-tuned it slightly. I had a lot of fun with this deck. It's a decent, good budget griefer deck. Our sideboard is 3 Duress, 3 Fatal Push, 3 Obstinate Baloth, 2 of 6 Slime, and 4 Nihil Spellbomb. This deck should cost you, I believe it's 26 ticks on Moto, and it's about $160 in paper, which seems like a lot, but compared to what Modern typically is, between 4 to like 700, I think it's up to like 900 now with the 4-color Omnath deck. It's a reasonable thing, and most of these cards are pretty cheap. So let's get into some gameplay.
Round 1, fight!
Alright, starting out, it looks like we are on the draw. Ooh, see, I think this hand is actually keepable. We're on the draw, we have a Forest, a Utopia Sprawl, and an Arbor Elf. I think it's definitely keepable. It's going to go turn 1, Arbor Elf, turn 2, hopefully we draw another land so you can just Utopia Sprawl, and then just accelerate up into like a Garruk, or an Acid Moss, and I mean, possibly even a Deathcloud. Like, we got options. Ooh, then we'll look into 5 cards. Take that. It's a Blitz deck. Okay. So now we're going to see if they turn 1 bolt the bird, as we like to say. So we're actually decently set up for to fight the burn decks because we have mainboard Kitchen Finks and Courser. And Courser's a 1-of, granted, but ooh, light up the stage. All right. Lava Dart, Flame Slash. Yep, Lava Dart the elf. Sad. Yeah, I mean, so we have double green, so I want to boost a black. Alright. So their Flame Slash is going to go away. They don't have a whole lot of pressure on the board. Next turn, we'll draw a card, and we also get to look at the top card if we're going to play Courser, which is nice. Because now that's went away. Ooh, okay, so we did hit a land. So we're going to play the Courser. If you have a land on top, we might as well play it and just burn through our deck faster, which we didn't get, but we will play a land, gain a life. So our opponent now knows we're on some kind of land destruction deck. We definitely want a swamp, or we want a quote-unquote dual land on top. Obviously, like, you can make this deck a lot better with fetches. Also, I believe some of the higher tier versions are running Thoughtseizes, and I mean obviously more expensive like Lilies and whatnot. Like Planeswalkers that cool, like Deathcloud, and then try and just do a bunch of other things. Sure. Yeah, you got them both. Okay, so 2 cards in hand. So I think at this point, we're actually just going to attempt to blow up one of the mountains. And we're just going to put an Overgrown Tomb into play tapped. Because Moss just has a forest card. So now we can play Garruk and then untap and blow up another land. So that's also nice. So it's like boop. And then those two. And Garruk. Garruk says I would like to untap those 2 land, please. I'd like to do that and that. And attempt to blow up a land. Thank you. Alright, so if Garruk survives, we just get a Deathcloud our opponent and then just take over from there. So I mean, like if they have a there's the concerns them. Oh wow, this can Griefer decks griefing.
Round 2. Fight!
Alright, we are on the draw again. Oh, if that was a forest, I would have snap kept. Oh, mulligan. Oh. I'm going to keep this. It is a bit risky. I'm going to put a Kitchen Finks on the bottom. Let's see how this goes. Alright, I mean, this could be a decent matchup for us, depending on if we get an Accelerator. It might be a smidge too late, though. Oh, they're going to go Natural Tron. Oh! Man. Oh. Alright, well, it's kind of like, oh, let's see what they have. Conduit of Ruin? I mean, sure. Yeah. So that tells me that they have another tower in hand. They're putting Ulamog on top, right? Because he doesn't reduce cost, right? Oh, it does reduce cost. So yeah, at that point, I think we still go after the tower. So we're going to grab a forest. Alright. Tap to sprawl. Black. I'm going to risk it. He just searched for a tower. So I'm just going to blow up that one. I mean, there's still a Conduit of Ruin on the board. Definitely sucks for us. But we did slow them down. If we can find a land, we can blow up another one of theirs and Tribe Elder. Or I guess we can just double Tribe Elder. Hope he doesn't have a tower. I don't know if he has a tower. It's only... Oh, yeah, if he has another tower, then he still has enough because that reduces the cost. Ugh. Nope. Alright. Still okay. Block. Sack for a forest. Alright, so... Man. She ults at 9. Alright, so we're gonna... I was thinking Thespian stage it. They didn't. Oh, they should have Thespian stage that. Alright, so Kitchen Finks, we'll get to come down. Starts at 4 and that's +2, so I need 3 turns for her to ult. And we get, what, 3 assassins? Oh, it's a different one. Oh, it's that one. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Alright. I would have played this so much differently if I had realized which one it was. TKS. Oh, that's sure. Protection from multicolored. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. I mean, it's not the way I want to do it, but... That was probably our best top draw, so we can Deathcloud for 4, which is perfect. Alright. Oh. This definitely sets that deck back a lot. Oh no, my Kitchen Finks. Swamp. Alright, and then they're like, oh, you know what? We're just going to be too far behind. Like, yeah, because my Kitchen Finks comes back, now you're on a clock. And you're a big deck. That doesn't work out well. Alright, so... we definitely want all of our land destruction. I think just bring in the Resses. We're dropping something. Rest doesn't seem great here. Alright. Who knew, like, some, like, land destruction deck was... Oh. Keep. Oh, keep. No map? Oh, even... Oh, it makes me... Oh, man. Like, a Rain of Tears off the top would just be, like, the best. Oh, it feels so good. Sometimes it's a ask and you shall receive. Oh. Double mine, sure. Yep. You got it on two. Oh my goodness. Untap. Oh, if you had a walking bliss, you should have bolted the bird. Boop, boop, boop. Let's blow up that one. Ah, yes. Oh man, this budget griefer deck is a lot of fun. Just because like people don't expect Deathcloud, and it's great.
Welcome to the Salty Spittoon.
Round 3.
All right, so we are on the play. Come on, good opening hand. One time. Show them what a griefer deck can do. Oh, that's a really good one. Okay. Yes. I probably should have gone Blooming Marsh first to not try and give anything away, but... Oh, alright. It's gonna resolve, come on. Just let me be real mean to you, come on. Just let it happen. So we definitely want to draw a land in the next two draws as well. Oh, sad. Black. And then we'll go Blooming Marsh and pass. Make him think you have like a fatal push-up, something along those lines. We definitely want to feign things even if we really don't have them. But you gotta keep the opponent on the toes. Tarmogoyf. So this will put me up to 4. Yes, because then we just blow up that. Oops. Instead of black on that one. Oops. So blow that up. Maybe we get an additional Overgrown Tomb. We got the Expedition one because, you know, we want to show them that we're a baller. So now we have the option of we can play Ob, down tick Ob to kill Goyf. Hope they don't have another bolt in hand. Boop. Alright. They did not have a bolt in hand. Good for us. Oh, and he's gonna give him haste and then just bash in. Oh. That one sucks. Swamp. Blow that up. Play Sack Me Steve. Cry on the inside just slightly. Like another, I know with the not budget version, I also play Tyler's Tracker, and this one, obviously, Tyler's Tracker in this deck is pretty good. Ooh. I need a Deathcloud off the top. Oh, it just doesn't have trample, does it? No. Alright. That was my own fault. Alright. Sure, grab one of those. Oof. Oh, man. Just gonna say we're dead there. Fatal pushes, those are gonna be relevant. Courser, probably not. And unearth. Alright, let's try that. Oh man, just can't quite get there. A little frustrating. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, we'll keep. Black. So if we find a black source, we can just blow something up, cast Garuk, and then hopefully Acid Moth, Deathcloud, giggle. Hierarch, alright. Fortunately not. Gross. So we are just hoping on a top draw right now. It's never a good feeling. Up to one lander. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. Boop. Okay. So they're not gonna... he's not gonna sacrifice his Pride Mage. We got a 4/4. Sure. Okay. Alright, this feels dirty and nasty, and I love it. Boop. Alright, so he can hit Garuk for 1. Alright, well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm just going to blow that up. Get a tomb. Fatal push that. Sure. And then I'm just going to untap 2 and pass. So I think next turn we can pretty much just wipe them out. So I'm going to discard the hand size. Okay, so 3. So I can do it for 4. Well, it's just, at this point, it's like, let's see how much we can actually do it for. 4. Oh. So it's 7. I'd like the Deathcloud for all of it. Guess what? I lose all of my land. We lose our hand. I keep a Grook on the board. I don't think you can beat a Grook on the board. He's like, I'm willing to lose. Okay, there's a concession. Okay, so now they know what deck we're playing. Oh man, Deathcloud for 7. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. All right. Oh, yeah, we're gonna keep. All right, Arbor Elf. Right, we'll see him less innocent, right? Like, oh no, look, it's an Arbor Elf. Yeah. Play your Tarmogoyf. It's fine. Sad. Oh, Utopia Sprawl. Oh. Man, why do they always have it? This is what I want to know. Alright, so Pride Mage. Sure. Yeah, Swamp is fine. So Utopia Sprawl to add black. So we have our triple black now. I think we just put out a Kitchen Finks here. So we got 3. So we could like Vraska uptick, not sacking anything. So I can currently Deathcloud for 2. Pride Mage, sure. 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 Vraska, uptick. Choose no. No, okay. So like next turn I could Deathcloud for 2. Effectively take out their hand. Depending on what they play. Well, Nakat'll sure. So like Deathcloud for 2 here doesn't look terrible. I would definitely prefer to Deathcloud for 3. Just has Death Touch and gains Trample. Okay, so we can down tick, destroy that. Could pump twice to 4. I think this is where we just. It's not great, but we're gonna Deathcloud for 2. We get rid of the card in their hand. We get rid of both their creatures. We're going to have a creature back plus a Vraska. And we still have 3 mana up to... now it's to cast Kitchen Finks, but we have 3 mana up to effectively... cast things off the top of our deck. And then... those 2. They're going to keep 2 of the... Oh, really? Okay. And that's the with the Vraska because I can't just like uptick, continue to draw cards. But now it's 5, 7, 9. So they're on a 4-turn clock with Vraska upticks. If they hit a Goyf, I can downtick Vraska and just kill the Goyf. Like we were saying. So uptick, we can go and sack Arbor Elf, play a land for turn, pass, hope they don't top draw a Bolt at this point. Jump block. Didn't have a second creature. Oof. Cattle's a pretty good one. Alright. Well, I mean, obviously we're going to kill Goyf. Vraska's going to take a shot. He's going to hope to top draw a land. So now it just comes down to the good old top draw wars. If we can find a land, we're definitely ahead. We were ahead. Garruk, Kitchen Finks. Utopia Sprawl. Alright. Alright. Soul Guide, sure. Oh man, it's the problem sometimes is sometimes they just get like perfect top decks. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. Kitchen Finks or Garruk off the top would definitely be the best. I mean, we do this for sure. Yeah, we should kill one of them now. So I'm probably just going to pop the Soul Guide to draw a card. So now we can put him in an awkward position with an additional Deathcloud. Beautiful. Okay. So that's what we're going to put him in an awkward position with a Deathcloud again. So we can cloud him for 2. So then them only having effectively 1 mana, us having 3. is definitely helpful. Does... So we can go Garuk. Up. That doesn't, right, is 2, 3, 4. It doesn't give us enough, but I can at least force him to trade. Because they're both obviously going after Garuk. I hope they are. Alright, yeah. Beast block's there. Okay. Alright, well, let's Deathcloud for 2, please. Those 2. You're going to keep the green source. We got to hope that you don't find your third Nakatl at this point. Or I guess Hierarchs are also live for them. I believe at this point, I think we have better top draws than they do. Oh, man. Alright. At least we have answers, potentially, for whatever they find. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh. Don't be goif. Okay, sure. That's fine. We now have the same amount of mana. I'll accelerate 1. Actually, I'll probably try and beat you down with a Sakura Tri-Builder until it's no longer useful. Voice. Ugh, gross. Alright. Nope. Alright, so block sack. Blooming Marsh. Alright. So we're almost back in the position to just Deathcloud them out of this game. Oof, taking 3. And they would have a 1-1 after. A Kitchen Finks or a Planeswalker of any kind at this point is just what we need. If he has a bolt in hand either way, Garuk was dead, so I might as well put a beast out. I mean, at me, What do you have that's instant speed? Oh. That's fine, because it's coming at me. Oh, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, take 4. Alright. So if I do it for 3, and then I can down tick Garruk. Okay, that's the plan here. All right, you sack 3. We each lose 3. You'll get your little 1/1 token, and I get a down tick Garruk and make it 3/3. You're back down to 1 land. Man, this is a hard fought game. This is a hard fought game. But man, I think this is the most we've griefed somebody. Oh no. That Jamoka's command. It's really well timed Jamoka's command. Obviously the basics. Like might as well. Yep. You have a 1/1. I'm gonna make a 3/3. Gotta hope. Well, I mean, like, bolt off the top still doesn't win you the game. Oh, it does win you the game. So I'm gonna... Come on! Oh, God. Oh. Land. Oh. So close. Alright, well, so, I mean, it's a budget deck. We did pretty well for a budget deck, I think. It's real close matches like that. Obviously, it's a good starting point. If you want to upgrade the deck, you can do it with Task Trackers, Lilies, Thoughtseizes. It's great. Obviously, you've made it this far in the video. We do appreciate you guys. Obviously, you should definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. That is appreciated. And I'm still always looking for more ideas for griefer decks. Like, budget, not budget. If you guys want me to do more like this, like budget griefer decks, for those of you who kind of want to get into the griefing world but don't want to drop like $400 on a Blood Moon Chalice deck, I mean, let me know. I can try and find more budget decks like this and have some fun. Until next time, bye!